You're certainly full of surprises, aren't you?
Trust me, it's not intentional.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me. Though, there's still an awful lot I wish I could understand. Every new piece of information seems only to yield further mysteries. The truth feels just as elusive as when we first started. I am well aware of where you got your powers. But why, as a Danan, do you bear the same crest as the current Renan sovereign? More to the point, why choose a Danan for their sovereign in the first place? And then there is the Maiden, a figure so powerful, she's playing yin to the sovereign's yang in esoteric ceremony. And yet, I've never even heard of her. Then again, this all occurred 300 years ago. What if the term sovereign doesn't even hold the same meaning as it did back then? Listen, I may be a traitor among my people, but I am still Renan, born and raised. I learned the same history, listened rapt to the same tales. And yet now I feel like there was little truth to any of it.
Speaking of which, there's something else that I remember from the spirit channeling ceremony. It used the Renis Alma.
You're certain?
Yes, or at least that's what they called it. Only you would know if it was one and the same.
Oh, I have never laid eyes on the real artifact myself. And you never participated in a crown contest. You're not even Renan. Many mysteries lay buried in these 3 centuries past.
3 centuries is more than several lifetimes. Was I really out that long?
Well, I'm only estimating based on historical record. But all the facts would seem to point that way.
Who the hell am I?
If I may be frank, we have even bigger fish to fry than that. By comparison, the far more important question at hand is, just what does it all mean?
Frank, huh?
Sometimes, we need a little help in addressing the truth behind our pain. Not to compete over lives lost, but I suspect your count is still somewhat beneath mine.
Thanks for lending me an ear. And sorry for being a bother.
Please, no thanks are necessary. The quicker you get back on your feet, the sooner we can all get back out there.
What do you see out there?
Zeugles. Strays by the looks of it. We unwittingly disturbed their territory on our way here, and now they're looking pretty riled up. So, feel like you're making headway? You know, sorting through things?
All I know is Shionne needs our help. As for what happens after that...
Say, how did you get back down here from Lenegis anyway?
I came down in a Renan starship. I have Naori to thank for that.
What happened to her? Did she come with you?
She stayed behind. Just as I wanted to get back to Dana and my people, Naori's place was with her fellow Renans, performing her duties as the Maiden. Neither of us asked for the power or roles we were given. I suppose we felt a kinship with each other in that sense. But even then...
Wait, so you mean it wasn't just Danans like you that Lenegis abducted? You're saying they forced Naori, one of their own, to serve against her will as well?
Even within Renan society itself, there exists a hierarchy. I don't think she was ever given the option to refuse. Despite that, she did everything she possibly could to serve her people. The very same ones I ended up slaughtering. And even after that, she still helped me escape back to Dana. She stayed behind on Lenegis to help any of her people who survived. I owe her more than words can express. A debt left to fester for what? 300 years? How do I even begin to make up for something like that?
In all honesty, you don't. You can't atone for what's happened in the past. I don't think anyone can. Be it several centuries ago, or just yesterday.
What are you saying? That I might as well give up?
I'm saying you don't have to be a white knight in shining armor. Back after my brother had passed away, it was you who told me that his dream lived on inside me. And you did the same for him, for Dohalim, when he was ready to give up too. You were there for both of us. You know what I heard? I heard you telling me to keep fighting, to strive no matter what.
Then I was out of line. I had no right to ask that of you.
No, you're wrong. Those words were exactly what I needed to hear at the time. In fact, I would go as far as to say that I wouldn't even be here had I not heard them. Left to my own devices, who knows when I would have been able to pick myself up. Besides, it's not like killing all those people was a choice that you made of your own free will, right? The truly terrible ones are the people who abducted you. The ones who forced you to wield that power. They're the ones you should be blaming. Not only that, but that guilt you feel inside? That's all the proof you need to know you're a good person, Alphen. Do you understand? If I'm still allowed to fight and keep on living, then damn it, Alphen, so the hell are you. But if you're still not convinced, then ask yourself this. What is it that you've really been fighting for this whole time? Go on, ask yourself.
What I've been fighting for, huh?
All this time, I thought it was the worrying about Shionne and the pain bringing you down. I didn't realize you were lonely too.
I guess all of us are. In one way or another.
Yeah, but you've only just found out. I mean, no, not found out. Remembered.
To tell you the truth, I was actually beginning to forget I'd even lost my memory in the first place. Now that it's returned, well, you can see what I'm like. It's strange. When I think about Lenegus, it still feels like it was only a year or two ago that I was there. But then I realized what feels like years was actually centuries ago.
What about your hometown? Do you know if it's still there?
I doubt it. When the Renans invaded, the world as I knew it changed overnight. Even if the place is still there physically, I expect the people will be long gone. Certainly everyone I knew, at least. My family, my friends.
Yeah, I know how that feels. I have no home to return to either. No family waiting for me. I used to curse my bad luck that I'd ever been born a mage in the first place. Otherwise, if I hadn't, maybe my mother and father would still be alive today. Although if that had been the case, I guess I'd probably still be just another slave with no means to resist. I'd never have met up with you guys, that's for sure.
Have you learned to embrace your powers yet?
Nuh-uh. I resent them a little less than before, though. They've kept me alive this long, right? I try not to think about it too much. After all, who can predict what the future will hold? I guess what I'm trying to say is that with everything that's happened in your past, finding out you're the sovereign and all, it's no wonder you're conflicted. Heck, honestly, I think anyone would be.
Rinwell.
First it was Shionne, then it was me, and now it's you. All of us suffering, just because of some power we never even asked for.
Yeah. All this time you were suffering right in front of me, and I never even knew. I feel like I finally understand what you and Shionne were going through.
You couldn't have known. Still, if you want to make it up to her, shouldn't we hurry it up and rescue her already? Poor Shionne must be lonely, all by herself wherever she is.
Yeah, you're right. Let's get going.
Alphen, are we gonna go rescue Shionne or what? What's gotten into you, man? Aren't you worried about her?
Do I even have any right to be?
If you were in my place, you'd say, to hell with all that. What do you want to do?
Sounds like me. Pretending I have all the answers is kinda my forte.
Come on, man, snap out of it. This isn't like you. Look, I get it. You finally remember your past, only to feel like you've lost yourself again. You're in shock, and who wouldn't be? Worse still, you blame yourself for what happened. And yeah, I don't agree, but that doesn't mean I don't understand either. But here's the thing. None of that's got anything to do with Shionne.
I guess.
It's about Naori, isn't it? Look, you're still here, aren't you? Who's to say this chick isn't alive and kicking out there somewhere too? Fine, I've said my piece. The thing is, though, where does this leave Shionne?
My power consumed me once already. I left behind a path of fire and destruction. And the same thing could happen again. I can't guarantee anyone's safety, including Shionne's.
So you think we might get burned up because of your sovereign powers? I can think of worse ways to go. Come on, fight this thing! What happened to the guy who talked to me after my dad died? The one who cared enough to reach out and save me? That's the guy I was proud to follow. Not this faltering imposter who's taken his place.
Law.
No, I'm serious. What's gotten into you, man? Just give me the word and I'll beat some sense into you if that's what it takes. Now, I'm gonna ask you this once and only once. Are you serious about rescuing Shionne or not? What's it gonna be, Alphen?
What do you think? Of course I want to rescue her. Hell, I'd do it right now if I could.
So then quit griping and do it already!
Listen, you're probably right about all this.
Alphen.
It's exactly like you said. Whatever happened in my past has nothing to do with Shionne. But there's still so much that There I go again. So much for the inspiring Alphen of old.
He could be a pain sometimes. Besides, even a hero has to let the cracks show once in a while, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Just give me a little more time to fill in the cracks. And thanks, Law.
Hey, don't even mention it. You've totally got this, Alphen. I believe in you.
Back to the inn, I guess.
There you are!
What is it?
Zeugles, that's what! They're almost at the village gates!
Any closer and they'll be house hunting. I knew we shouldn't have cut through their territory.
That sounds bad.
Can you fight? No shame in bowing out if you're not up for it.
Kisara's right. You don't want to go overdoing it.
I'm up for it.
Really?
You ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's now or never, right?
Alphen, right! Great to have you back! Now let's do this!
Look sharp, people! If we don't act fast, they're going to get into the village.
Right, we need to hurry.
Remember, if the pain's too much,
We've all got our own pain to deal with. I'm done letting others pick up my slack.
Here they come! We can't let even a single one through!
There's a firm no-Zoogle pump.
Fine by me. Let's get to work then.
honestly, the
I'll end you.
going in.
So fun. Let's go.
Arrow school! Too much to handle?
It's ours too strong.
Spread it out.
Be my guest.
Holy glimmer! Holy
Work you through.
Damn it! Too fast!
Everyone, step back! It's too dangerous! Stand in the wind!
Tiger blade. Super swallow game.
I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar!
Sharpwood flash.
Steel Force!
Eat this.
Illuminate the dark!
All of it if you hear it now.
Who cares?
I'm on.
Stay away from my friend!
Still got some fight left in me.
Double speed effect!
Illuminate the dark!
Roar.
Hold on!
First strike. Now I'm in the groove.
Make it rain! Run around!
Even descent. Flashing bang. Too slow.
Rising one!
Here goes!
Hurricane.
Wind astral energy!
Death blossom.
I'm going! Make it rain! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life.
Alphen, you okay?
I'm fine. This pain thing really hurts, huh?
But hey, at least you're still alive.
It wouldn't be called pain if it was pleasant. It can be pretty useful, though. It's good motivation to improve and get stronger.
Guess I've got a lot of room to improve in that regard.
Anyway, I'm glad we could protect the village, especially after everything they've done for us.
Yeah.
You know, this limb kind of reminds me of home. The people here have hidden themselves away out of the fear of being found, always watching their backs. Though in the end, home was destroyed anyway.
That won't happen here.
Oh? Is that a hint of fighting spirit I sense?
Yeah. I won't lie. Some of these memories will take a while to process. But I've learned something too. My rage, this fury I feel at our so-called rulers, it comes from having so much of myself stripped away from me back then. Friends, family, home. They took everything from me and left me with nothing but guilt. I was completely alone. At least that's what I thought. But not anymore. Since I awakened, I've met people who I care about. Friends who hold me up. Friends who make me feel like I'm worth something. And I won't lose that. Not ever again. I'll protect those bones with everything I have. That's why I need to keep fighting.
But Shionne comes first.
Of course. First we rescue Shionne, then we defeat Volron and liberate Dana. Everyone, will you fight with me?
Say the word and I'm there.
Certainly no objections.
Then it's agreed. Our next stop will be the capital, Pelegion. According to the villagers, there's a huge cliff separating Thistleum from the capital. Luckily for us, there's a path we can use to climb up.
Sounds like a plan. Let's go.
We don't know what lies ahead. We should prepare well before we venture forth.
Yeah, can't exact.
Okay.
Why?
Damn it.
What?
Is that so?
Okay.
Great job.
I'll teach these small fry who's the...
By the way, how is Mahavar doing? Wait, don't tell me we still haven't found him.
It's not like we haven't been looking. I've covered the whole length and breadth of the coast, but
All of the other crew members are accounted for, including us. But we weren't able to find Mahavar. He's still missing.
I see.
Perhaps he couldn't bring himself to abandon the ship.
You mean at the bottom of the ocean? Damn it.
We don't know that it sank. We all washed up on the same shore. If the ship went down, isn't it strange we haven't come across a single piece of debris?
Do you think he might still be alive somewhere out there?
I think stranger things have happened. Whether he's alive or otherwise, we've exhausted all the avenues available to us. All we can do now is press on ahead.
Fine, let's get going. Thistleum was founded by Danans fleeing the tyranny of Renan lords, right? But when you first came, they must have known Dohalim was Renan. So why do you think they let us in?
they almost didn't. But it wasn't just Dohalim they were wary of. They didn't trust any of us.
Even the weird Danans just like them?
When you live life in constant fear of being pursued, it's only a matter of time before all outsiders start to seem a potential threat.
I suppose that makes sense. So how did you convince them to trust us?
You saw how destitute the village was. They needed food, badly. We hunted some Zeugles for them. That seemed to do the trick.
Of course, a little magic-assisted roast didn't hurt things.
Never underestimate a full stomach's ability to put a person at ease. It turns out a hearty meal can be a powerful weapon. Something's on your mind. You having second thoughts about rescuing Shionne?
Of course not. Shionne's our friend. Almadria was the one I hated. For as long as I can remember, she served as a symbol to me of everything Renan. But ever since getting to know Shionne, I realized it doesn't make sense to group people together like that. Every individual is different.
I see.
Besides, the situation with Almadria was something else entirely. I'd already decided I wasn't going to kill her, but when I saw her die right in front of me, a part of me thought it served her right, that she'd gotten what she deserved. But another part regretted that someone else had come along and killed her instead. Don't get me wrong. If I had the chance again, I still wouldn't kill her. But it's not like I'll be shedding any tears now that she's gone. It's all so confusing. I don't know how to make sense of any of it.
Who said it had to make sense?
Huh?
Rinwell, you've done nothing wrong. You've started to question the beliefs you've held all your life. It's only natural for you to feel disoriented. You didn't give in to the hatred you felt for Almeidrea. You made a choice not to kill her. And that's significant, whether you realize it or not. As for what it means exactly, that might be worth taking some time to figure out on your own.
Some time.
Or don't, if you don't want to. It's just an idea. I'm still searching too, remember?
No, I think you're right. It can't hurt to keep searching after all. And hey, thanks, Kisara. I think Huro senses an owl around here.
It feels like I'm melting.
Calaglia was pretty hot, but at least the air there was dry. Out here, it feels like I'm trying to walk through thick soup.
I can hardly breathe, it's so stuffy. And don't get me started on the insects. You hanging in there, Huro?
It's brutal, all right. I can feel my energy being drained away just by walking. All this vegetation makes it hard to keep an eye out. Keep your wits about you, everyone. And watch you don't keel over while you're at it.
What's needed at times like these is a relaxing hot spring. That would soon help us adjust.
And where do you expect us to find one of those?
What about you, Alphen? All that gear, and you hardly seem to be breaking a sweat.
Yeah, I guess when you've lived a life devoid of pain for as long as I have, even feeling hot and bothered could be a welcome change.
Well, lucky you, I guess. Just don't expect us to carry you when you pass out.
No backing down! I'll run you through!
Wait!
I owe you one.
Dance in the wind!
I'll take out the lake with my shield.
Demon Blast! Talon Hurricane! On
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop you.
Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang! You're wide
This
open!
one's mine.
Super Swallow Dance! I'll think of you!
Talon
Hurricane!
Illuminate the dark!
You see what happened there as you crossed me? Shouldn't have done
Holy
that!
Land!
Tiger Blade! I'll crush you! Ah! Lightning Reflexes! Tenebrous Claw!
Is there anything more magnificent than the musculature of a warrior? Perhaps it is in search of this perfect beauty that I myself am drawn into battle. Is that the Zoogle we were told to dispatch?
Little help!
Eat this! Death Blossom! With blackened blade!
Lightning!
Almost! Too slow!
Simian pest.
I can feel you where you stand! Almost! Faster!
Going in!
Heal!
Holy
I owe you one
Land!
Hurricane! Yes! I'll finish you here and now!
Good shot.
I'll end Tiger Blade! I'm ready! Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
Mystic
Watch this!
Vanquish darkness!
Death Blossom! Fairy Circle!
Thanks so much!
Savage Roar! Crescent Moon!
Demonic
Swallow
Strike!
Dance! Tiger Blade! First strike! There's always room for improvement. Man, this place is thick with foliage.
I know. It feels like we're going to be swallowed up by all these plants if we stay in here.
Indeed. I much prefer the forests in Menancia myself.
Not that I don't agree, but maybe now's not the best.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out. On guard.
Lightning
take it.
condemned! Thunder! Illuminate the dark! If they rush you, you gotta jump for cover, okay?
That frickin' does it. Clear off the path. I'll drop it, charge.
Thanks, Kisara.
That frickin' does it. Super swallow dance.
Divine
That's Tiger Blade. I'll crush you. Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw. You're wide open.
Firmament render!
I'm gonna keep hearing now. Elusive deity. Super swallow dance.
Dance in the wind!
Hurricane.
Here!
Take Bolero.
Going in!
Eat this. They smite. You're done.
More where that came
I'm on it. I'll run you through. Execution. On guard. I'm just getting started. Look sharp.
Vanquish darkness!
Eat this. On guard. Super swallow dance. Look sharp. Discharge. So that didn't go as planned.
We must consider well if this is the right path.
Out of my way!
Sealed!
Savage roar.
I'll be saving someone!
Eat this. That freaking does it. Should have messed with me.
Lightning orb! More where that came from!
Super swallow dance. I'll crush you. Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw. I'm on it. Savage roar. I really owe you one. Super swallow dance.
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Bastard. I'm on a roll now.
Light
Death
Astral
Blossom.
Energy dance in the wind!
Make it rain.
Gleam!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Too slow!
Holy Land!
Savage roar! Down! You're on!
Light
Savage
Astral
this one's
Energy!
mine! First strike! I'll run you through! Super swallow dance!
Holy
This
Land!
one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Savage roar! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Dance in the
I'm on
wind!
it! Super swallow dance!
Make it rain!
I'll be saving this way!
Take Bolero! Death Blossom!
Photon Blast! Where would that came from?
Tiger Blade! I'm on a
Seal.
roll now!
More for the side!
I'm ready! Hey! Blow them away!
Loud
You're
for
wide open! Take Bolero!
Free blast!
I'm on a
Falling
roll
storm.
now!
Raging Luna Storm!
Take Bolero! Death Blossom! On your knees! Lost my
Shining
Look sharp!
Supernova!
First strike!
Light Astral Energy!
Savage you apart! Bloody howling!
Make it rain! Alphen!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Let's refrain from losing.
There's the Zoogle we were asked to handle. Little help!
Eat this!
Lightning orb!
You made me angry. That was a bad idea.
Mystic mercy.
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy glimmer! Holy land!
Their arts were interrupted. I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare Demolition!
Eat this!
Dazzling
Astral
Spin!
energy!
Too fast!
Tiger Blade!
I'll trip it up.
Alphen!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Everyone still in one piece?
Yep. I barely worked up a sweat. Little help!
This one's mine!
Almost! Faster! Allow me to help you.
Dazzling Spin!
Savage Roar!
Lightning
Resonate
Orb!
with the earth! Talon Hurricane!
What a segue!
Eat this!
Tiger Blade!
Explosion! I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Kisara! All yours, Kisara! Bestow thy mystic mercy! Savage roar!
On guard!
I felt fine not too long ago.
Savage roar! Eat this!
On guard!
Elusive deity! Storm, I'm ready!
Ridwell!
Frozen!
Hammer!
You're wide open! Talon Hurricane! Watch this! Resonate with the earth! I'm ready!
Darling!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
If you need help with anything, just let me know.
Done. This is sure to give the others some much-needed energy.
Mind if I join you, Law?
Oh, hey, Alphen. What's up?
Nothing. I was just surprised to see you weren't training for once. Got a stomachache or something?
You know I don't literally train around the clock, right? I do take breaks.
Do you? It seems like you're training every chance you get.
Well, yeah, it can't be helped if I want to get stronger. Still, it's important to let your muscles rest every now and then. That's what my dad told me anyway.
Zephyr said that?
When I was a little kid, yeah. I would get so excited whenever he came home. I always followed him wherever he went and tried to learn as much from him as I could. He said, it's good to be passionate, but don't overdo it. Just like there are times when you want to take a break from studying, sometimes your body wants to take a break from training too. I was always rushing around and forgetting to rest, so he ended up telling me that a lot.
That definitely sounds like him.
It's nothing to get sad over. Still, I can't help but wonder if that was my dad's way of teaching me the dangers of rushing into things too quickly. Then again, maybe I'm just overthinking things. I wish I'd had more time to talk to him about this kind of stuff. I'll take guard duty tonight. It's fine. I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.
Did we really just spend... Not much money?
Resonate with the earth!
More for the stockpile!
Super swallow dance! I'm on it! I'll run you through! I'll blind you into I'm just getting started!
Tiger Blade!
Savage roar!
Dance in the wind!
This one
First strike! I'll run you through!
Going in!
I'm on it! Elusive deity!
Make it rain!
All yours, Kisara!
I feel sprightlier than before. Out of my way!
I'm on it! I'll run you through!
Illuminate the top!
I'm rending you apart! First strike!
They may look juicy stuff, but they're vicious!
Eat this! You're done! Should have messed with me!
Plenty
They
left!
smite with blood!
Tiger Blade!
Illuminate the top! Come forth, holy crystal!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Benediction. I'll finish you here and now!
Make it rain! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life! Too slow! Take Bolero! Watch this! Look sharp!
Dance in the wind!
Eat this! I'll end
More
here!
for the stockpile!
Here's Super Swallow!
Make it rain!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Ho ho ho! Ho ho ho!
You're saying we should check the owl forest?
There it is. That's our target. That's far enough!
First strike!
May 1,000 gales prepare you!
Elusive deity! Almost! Faster! Hitting power! Savage roar!
Tiger Blade!
Swallow dance! Savage roar! Blood! I'm hunting you apart!
Savage
Bloody
roar!
howling! You're falling short! That freaking does it! That's enough! Savage roar! Savage roar! Savage roar!
Illuminate!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! You're wide open! Talon hurricane! Elusive deity!
Now!
Going in an instant! Impact rock!
My exploits are bearing fruit.
What's up?
Once we get to the mountain, the terrain won't be easy. We should rest up here before pressing on.
But what about Shionne? She's waiting for us.
All the more reason to conserve our energy.
Huh?
It's not only the mountain. Hard though that may be, it's a pittance compared to what follows. Namely Volron. We wear ourselves out now, or worse still, get injured. We might as well show up gift-wrapped. Right, Kisara?
That's right. Besides, Alphen still hasn't fully recuperated yet.
I'm fine. Don't stop on my account.
Oh, really? Well, in that case, it's me who wants to take a rest for a while. Does that suit you better?
A little bit.
So Alphen, 300 years, huh? Care to share the secret to such a long and healthy life?
I wish I knew. Once I left Lenegis, the next thing I remember is waking up in Calaglia. Everything in between is a blank.
You mean there are still gaps in your memory?
I've heard of starships with devices that can stave off imminent death by putting their passenger into a deep sleep. They're usually only intended as a temporary solution, until proper treatment for an ailment or injury can be obtained.
You think he might have been asleep in that starship for 300 years? But why? What would be the point?
Might this Naori have had a hand in it?
What do you mean?
If she's Renin like you say she is, she would have understood how to operate the starship better than yourself.
You're saying she deliberately put me to sleep for 300 years?
Dohalim, that's a bit of a leap.
Forgive me, I spoke out of turn. I'm merely thinking aloud, that's all. Shionne and the maiden Naori. After 300 years, it's not unreasonable to suspect they may be related. Shionne is nearly the perfect image of her, yes? She also just so happens to be connected to you. Is it merely a coincidence?
Like I've told you 1,000,000 times already, I wouldn't know.
Well, if you're absolutely certain that it couldn't have been Naori, then I guess I must have been mistaken. Complicated machinery can sometimes break down or have failures. Sorry for being presumptuous.
Hold on a sec. Alphen, you said the mask was to placate you, right? To keep your guilt and rage in check? And you were wearing it the whole time you were asleep, right?
I guess I must have been.
So that's 300 years you were wearing it. It's just a hunch, but do you think that the mask might be...
The reason he lost all his memories?
All but a select few strong ones, so deeply ingrained in his psyche that he saw them in the form of dreams. It's not completely out of the question.
In which case, maybe it was the mask numbing his sense of pain, too.
It's certainly possible. As for how, I wouldn't know, but the dampening effect on his psyche could have manifested itself physically as well.
I'm sorry for snapping at you back there. It's thanks to you that I feel like that we're finally getting somewhere with all this.
No apologies necessary. Reading others' feelings has never been my strong suit.
So he finally admits it.
Alone. I'm all alone.
Let's go. We don't want to keep Shionne waiting.
I always hear you muttering to yourself whenever we're in battle. So, just what are you saying?
Why do you want to know? Does it bother you or something?
Not really. It's just the way you talk is sometimes kinda creepy. So I was wondering if you vent your frustration through your magic. Are you yelling, "You stupid jerk!" or something like that to pump yourself up?
What? No, that's not what's happening during my incantations. I'm just focused, so I match my tone to fit the mood of whatever I'm trying to invoke.
Invoke?
How do I put it? Basically, the elemental astral energy behind each art, I guess.
Astral energy? Hold on, are you saying you can talk to astral energy?
Not exactly. But if I put emotion into what I say, it's easier for me to properly cast my arts. That makes sense?
Kind of. Okay, so if you can talk to astral energy, then you can ask it to, like, predict the weather or find secret treasure?
Wait, you don't really think that, do you?
Or you can ask it to send down lightning to where there's bad guys lurking and...
May lightning condemn those who bear false! Thunderblade!
What are you doing? You almost fried me with that!
I just asked the astral energy to send down lightning where there were annoying boys.
I don't know what to do. Things can't go on like this.
What do you mean?
Ah! Oh! It's you, Rinwell.
You were talking about me, weren't you?
No, I wasn't. I've just been thinking about some things.
Really? How unusual.
Cut it out. I'm being serious here.
Sorry.
I was thinking about... You know how I used to work for Ganabelt back when I was in Cislodia?
Yeah, of course. You were brought in after the Snake Eyes killed your friends, right? I mean, you had to.
Right. I used to have nightmares about it when I fell asleep. But lately that's been happening a lot less. I don't know how to feel about that.
That's a good thing, isn't it? You should be happy.
Yeah, but... I did a lot of terrible things back then. And I'm scared I'm starting to forget what I did.
Okay, so let me just get all of this straight. You think you'll forget everything if you stop having those nightmares? Why?
Because... You know me. I'm freaking stupid.
But it sure doesn't sound to me like you've forgotten.
Well, yeah, but still.
I don't think those nightmares going away means you've forgotten. Maybe it's a sign that you've come to terms with what you did.
Come to terms? You mean like Alphen with his past? You think that's what's happening?
Yeah, I do. You're pretty amazing, Law.
I am?
Yeah. Not all of us have figured out how to accept our pasts. Least of all, me.
Rinwell.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Okay.
Okay. Yes!
What?
Really? Dohalim. Dohalim, I'm going to look in... to some... seasonal fishing spots.
By all means.
Leap. preparations to me as well. I'll bring the rods.
That's what we're going to climb?
Is it just me, or does Rinwell suddenly seem much more comfortable around Dohalim than she used to?
I noticed that too. When the two of them came and found me together back on the beach, I could hardly believe my eyes.
It's not like we had a choice or anything. Law and Kisara had to hang back to convince the villagers we meant them no harm. More than that, though, there are a lot of things I've still got to come to terms with regarding Almadria. But I guess I'm through making snap judgments based on someone's origin. At least, I'm trying to be. I guess you could say it's a work in progress.
I see. You hear that, Law? Sounds like all that hard effort wasn't for nothing.
Yeah.
That's got to be reassuring to hear. Right, Dohalim?
Not being subjected to unwarranted suspicion is certainly welcome.
Yeah, that long-winded way you have of talking, though? Not so much a fan of that.
I think that's more of a personality thing than a Renin trait.
Really? In that case, I won't have to feel guilty getting annoyed by it. Hi, Hoodle!
Eat this! Death Blossom!
Light Astrolabe! Illuminate the dark!
Eat this! I'll
Holy
you
moon,
through!
it's a duel of the elves!
Super Swallow Dance!
Raging
Eat this! I'll run you through!
The enemy feels ours too.
You'll soon see about that!
Get behind me! I'm just getting started! I see you. Talon Hurricane! Glitter Dragon!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Only
Down!
one lives!
You're on it!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Slayer Demolisher!
Benediction light.
I'm on it!
Going in!
Light
Swallow
Astrolabe!
Dance!
Going in!
Talon Hurricane!
Lightning Orb!
Make it rain!
This should make for some good weapon crafting material. Crap. This injury hurts more than I thought. Shionne, sorry, but could you... Oh. Right.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out. Watch it! Almost! You're wide open!
Going in!
Watch it! Eat this! Dare strike me from behind? Now I'm in trouble. Bloody hell!
Wind Astral
Talon
Energy!
Hurricane! I'll crush you! Lightning Reflexes! Tenebrous Claw! Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah, and pummeling to me.
Thank you.
I only did...
All yours, Kisara.
We did it!
What's
Magnificently done.
All healed.
Lightning Orb!
Talon
Raging
Hurricane!
Cascade!
I'll thank you. Tenebrous Claw!
Make it rain!
In an instant!
Impact Claw! Bastard! You're done! What's this?
Here!
Clear for us a path.
Let's try it!
Almost surface!
Their arcs were interrupted.
Talon Hurricane!
Make it rain!
All yours, Kisara.
I feel the power flowing through me.
You'll be able to help even more people now.
Yeah, I guess I will.
Ready to go! That freaking does it!
Maybe show Kisara a little kindness, huh?
She is strong. She can handle herself.
You... That's my cue.
Oh!
Shut him down!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Watch your...
First strike!
Now!
Too fast!
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life! And done!
Let's
I'm
keep
on
up the
this.
pace.
I'll finish you here and now!
Lightning
Blade!
Hurricane! Holy Land!
Savage Form!
This one's mine.
Super Swallow Dance! Savage Swallow! Watch this!
Make it way. I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Looks like we won.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Look sharp! Stop there! I want it! Savage I'm on it! You're done! My mystic mercy! No armor! Stop me!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Magic is out! Sleep now!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Dance on the wind!
Divine! One more time!
Rending you apart! Bloody howling!
Make it way! Kisara! I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life! And done!
Let's keep up the pace.
Shining
Swallow Dance!
I'm ready.
In an instant!
Impact Rock! Resonate with the earth!
Leave the enemy's arc to me!
No complaints here! Rending you apart!
There's always room for improvement.
Gone! On your knees! Death Blossom!
This one's mine! One last raging cascade!
Eat this!
Sleep now!
Raising you up! Bloody Eat this! I'll end you! Get started!
Feel!
I'm on! Resonate with you! I'll run you through!
Dance in the wind! Feel!
Raising you apart! Bloody howling!
Death Blossom!
Watch this!
Tiger Blade!
First strike! I'll run you through! First strike! I'll end you! Super Swallow Dance! On your knees! I'm on it! I'll run you through! Tiger Blade! I'm ready!
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life! And done!
Let's keep up the pace.
Rip and tear! I'm ready!
Goblin!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Trapped in darkness, pierced by light.
I call it the Rindo Special. Hey, look at that enemy. It's shining.
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Death Blossom!
This one's mine. Did you see this coming?
I'll end you!
This one's mine.
Wind Astral Energy!
Resonate with you! I'll run you! Now you see what I can do!
Serious discard.
Let's get you all tucked away.
Look sharp! Air pressure!
Arrow Claw! One more time!
First strike!
Not on my mark!
I'll run you through!
Ow!
Almost! Don't
get in my way!
No!
Raging
They'll pay for that!
Dance in the wall!
The tide of battle has turned in our favor.
Then let's keep pressing the attack.
I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar!
Benediction light.
Eat this up!
Heal!
Raging Passion!
Roar! Tiger Blade!
Dance in
First
the
strike!
wall!
I'll run you through! Super Swallow Dance!
Elusive Deity!
Going pile driver! I'll finish you here and now!
All yours, Kisara.
We did it!
Magnificently done.
Rip and tear!
I'm on a roll now!
What a relief.
I'm on it!
Dazzling spin!
I'm ready!
Kisara! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
I've never stood so close to a waterfall like this before.
I bet it'd feel real refreshing to take a shower underneath this water.
You're welcome to try.
Tiger Blade! Elusive Deity! Eat this! Just that gel hiding something tasty. Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite! You're done!
It's almost too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest.
First strike! You're
Make it rain!
Hey! Ha! Blow them away! How's
May a
that?
thousand gales carry you
Acceptable.
through!
Can you take it?
Dance on the wind!
Gusty now!
Super Swallow Dance!
They smite with black and
I'm
blade.
on it!
May a thousand gales carry you through!
Savage Roar!
Execution.
I'm on it! Falling Storm! Eat this! I'll help you! I'm like bait to them! What's this? First this time!
Bathed in blood.
Savage Roar! Bloody howling! Super Swallow Dance!
Make it rain!
All yours, Kisara.
We did it!
Magnificently done.
Now I'm in his groove!
I'm ready. In an instant.
Impact Cross! Didn't even break a sweat.
This will be a delicious piece of cake!
Oh, begin!
My astral energy! Dance in the Tiger Blade! Sealed!
First strike! I'll run you through! Rotating pile driver! Super Swallow Dance! Right here! I got it! All back in their defense!
Lucky Hunter, you touch it!
I'll show you how useful I can be! Eat that! Shouldn't have messed with me!
Tiger Blade!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
May a thousand gales carry you through!
Make it rain!
Totally! In an instant!
Impact claw! You're wide open! I'll run watch this!
Falling storm!
The official seat! Clear for us apart!
Let's refrain from losing.
Gone! First strike!
This one's mine!
You got energy!
You're done! Rotating pile driver! First strike! Savage Roar! Nice black and blade!
Lightning orb! My astral illuminate the dark! Come forth!
Watch this!
You made me angry! That was
Now.
a bad
Very well.
idea!
Light burst forth.
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around!
Too slow!
An outstanding
Certainly not.
Here's the lightning condemned!
I'm ready!
Frozen!
hammer!
Too
Illuminate
slow!
the dark!
That's enough! I'll finish you
This
here
one's
now!
mine!
Air pressure! Savage Roar! Rounding you apart!
Now! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life! We can really make weapons with this?
This will be a delicious piece of cake!
I'll run you to... Take this! They got me flanked! Watch it!
Raging cascade!
Super swallow dance!
Why, thank you, your lordship.
And will you lay down your life for your lord?
Well, I mean, hey, let's not be hasty. I'm on it! Resonate with the earth! I'm ready!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life! And done!
Let's keep up the pace! Idiot!
Awesome!
Get on in there with the others! Magic is there!
Shouldn't have messed with me! Hitting pile shot!
In here!
It was nice while it lasted.
Tiger Blade!
Super swallow dance!
I can do this!
Perfect!
Magic is there!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! I'll finish you here and now! Here! Super swallow dance!
Lightning orb!
Watch it! Elusive deity! Hitting swallow dance!
Tiger Blade!
Bestow thy mystic mercy! Take arrow! Yes, awesome!
Much obliged.
I'm on it!
That have unique ways of...
Tell me that getting started!
With darkness!
First strike!
Make it rain!
All yours, Kisara!
We did it! Why?
Magnificently done.
We're still standing. Barely.
This... might be some decent equipment.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
That's some good equipment!
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
How much farther?
I don't think we're even halfway there yet. Hang in there.
Little help!
Yes, awesome! Elusive deity! Can you take it? Tiger Blade! Soaring blast! Going in! Tiger Blade! I'm on it! I'll ask you! Tiger Blade! Now I'm in the groove! Take Bolero! Air pressure! Green baby blood! Rounding you apart! Tiger Blade!
Now, frozen!
Hammer!
Nicely done!
Now I'm in the groove! Demon's Descent! Flashing Fang!
I can't hold on much longer!
Thank you for that.
Let's get back into it! Resonate with the earth!
Illuminate the
First
world!
strike!
Now!
I'll ask you! Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
I feel sprightlier than before.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
Have you guys... checked your equipment lately? I always love the sound of hammers banging away.
What is this place?
Careful. We've got company.
Doesn't look like we're getting past without a fight.
Watch your feet. Fall from here and it's curtains.
We're just trying to get past. Get out of our way.
Save your breath! All that thing sees is a talking meal!
Then let's show it how wrong it is! Is it trying to stop us?
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
Time to stop! Swallow dance!
Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite. A
Crescent
Now you see what I can do!
Bloody howling!
Now I'm in the groove! Walk like
Not today!
Divine Street!
Falling storm!
Dance on the wind.
Tiger blade!
Vanquish
On
darkness!
your knees.
Savage roar!
Nope. Hearts are being interrupted.
Divine Street!
On guard!
By mystic mercy.
Crescent moon!
Maybe show Kisara a little kindness, huh?
She is strong. She can handle it.
You can be really dense, Dohaleen.
Heal! Appreciate the help!
Not in your dreams!
Piss on!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Its wings are lighting up!
It's getting ready to attack!
Holy land!
Such tremendous power.
Don't face it head on.
Time to deal some hurt!
Look sharp.
Savage roar! Ready and rare!
Round and down!
I'm just getting started!
This one's mine.
First strike!
Double edged.
Eat this!
Tiger blade.
Thunder
You're
blade!
done!
Illuminate the dark!
Savage
Come
roar!
on! Holy swimmer! Holy
Piercing
land!
roar!
Time to shine!
Everlasting dark.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
I'll stop its talk.
Here goes!
It was
What
not by
was the
mystic
last
mercy!
Thank you, Dohaleen.
I only did what any other would.
I think you're nicer than you let on.
Tiger blade! Clear for us a path! Take this! Piercing roar!
Reflect on thy sins.
They smite the blackened blade! This has got your name on them! Savage roar!
Illuminate the dark!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
All yours, Kisara. Bestow thy mystic mercy.
Lightning
First
condemned!
strike! Falling storm!
This will fly.
Illuminate the
Much obliged.
Holy swimmer! Holy land!
Damn, have unique ways of...
Tell me about it later.
My reach is even wider.
Complete focus! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Everlasting dark. Negative gate.
On your
Going in.
Super swallow dance! Now you see what I can do!
Piercing roll!
Here! I'll be
Another incantation ruined.
On guard!
Watch this!
Wait! Piercing roll!
Holy land!
Mercy!
Going in!
Very
Thank you for that.
Just glad to be
Well then,
Scream.
let's get
babe.
back into it.
First strike! You're done!
Bloody
Tiger Resonate with the earth! Almost! Back! Now we're not... Savage roar!
Igneous discharge!
In a bind?
Going in!
Falling
Let's keep up the pressure!
The enemy's open.
Come on, roll now! Eagle Ray! Savage roar! Royal Guard colors are shining through!
Fancy joining the regiment? I can beat you into shape in no time.
I'm good. Magic is there!
Flaming meteor!
First strike! Armor won't save you! Watch this!
Far enough!
Render!
It looks like we made a mad!
Eagle Ray!
Not in your dreams! Lightning condemned! Thunder blade! Illuminate the
Hey guys, do I seem weird?
You're always weird.
I don't know. He's been a little weirder than usual.
With friends like this, who needs enemies?
Lightning condemned!
Watch it!
Thunder blade!
Show thy mystic
Illuminate
mercy.
the
Look
magic
sharp.
is there! Holy
On guard! Appreciate the help.
Savage roar!
Lightning condemned! Thunder blade! Illuminate the savage roar! Holy glimmer! Holy land!
Not today!
Enjoy the ground while you're down there.
Elusive
Now!
deity! Alphen! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
With fauna like that, I'm impressed so many people from Thistle made it through here alive.
Who's to say there weren't a whole lot more of them who didn't?
Well, at any rate, it should be a safer climb now that we've cleared the way a bit, right?
No. So long as people feel the need to face terrain this perilous, I'd say true safety's some way off.
You mean defeating Volron and putting an end to the crown contest, right? I guess that would be the best solution here, huh?
We've wasted enough time here already. Let's get going.
How are we still not there yet? It feels like we've been climbing this mountain forever.
It helps if you try not to look up or down. All you need is silent determination. Talking too much will only waste energy and burn you out.
I'm too tired to look up or down, even if I wanted to.
Take care you don't fall, at least. Unless you want to make a Zoogel's day, that is.
Zoogles? Why would they care if I fell or not?
How would you feel if a 3-course meal fell right out of the sky at your feet?
Law? Best not to listen to him if you can help it. You'll only be encouraging him if you do.
Tell me that before I listen next time!
Still, Dohalim has a point. One wrong step and it's curtains.
Wouldn't it be great if we could all fly like Hootle? I bet even the refugees who didn't make it would have made it to Thistleum that way.
Until we magically sprout wings, let's just watch where we're stepping instead, okay? Come on. Shionne's waiting for us.